All right, good morning, everybody. Today, I'm super excited because I have the very special Annabel Falco, fashion stylist and journalist, wife to Joshua, and mum
Mhm.
to the beautiful Oscar and Valentina. So,
Yeah.
welcome to Wardrobe Confidential.
Thank you. I'm excited. I think this is my first little interview that I've done in isolation. So thank you for popping the cherry, Kate.
Don't mind popping cherries.
Yeah,
So
love
I was
it.
trying to think. I think I kind of, because this is my second career. So
Yes.
I think I came into the fold because I know you've been around for like 10 plus years. But I
Yeah.
think I started styling at Indro probably when Oscar was born.
Yeah. Which he's 4 in October. So yeah, 3-4 years. Does
Years
that sound
ago,
right?
yeah. So I started with them 2017. And then
Okay, so maybe a bit before.
around that
Yeah. Yeah.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's just go straight to it. What is your
Yeah.
very first fashion memory?
So I have lots to choose from. I know this is so cliched and all fashion gals say this, but I genuinely have I would be reading Vogue magazines at 5. I've always loved fashion. I used to dress my sisters and my cousins up. I would style them in curtains and I would do their makeup and I would get a disposable camera and I would go out and do photo shoots of them all.
Oh,
And then I would have the photos printed and I would make my own fashion magazine and write stories. I was born this was before I even knew what that kind of job was. But I've always loved fashion and being in that realm. But in terms of my personal fashion moments, I do remember one party, I think it was grade 8, and there was like a little house party. It was kind of my first teenage going to a party where there was boys, and at the time I remember being at school that day and all the girls were talking about, and it was this trend at the time, it was like a corduroy, like a train driver hat that we'd seen in Girlfriend magazine or something, and it was the coolest, like, oh my god, how cool is this hat? And I made my mum race out to the shops. I had to have this hat for the party, and I turned up and I remember thinking I just looked so fabulous in my train driver hat. Everyone thought I looked ridiculous, like I'm sure they were all laughing at me, but I could care less because I had my little fashion moment.
babe, you were just setting the trends.
I don't even, I think it was just, that's the thing with me, is I really don't care about what other people think of. As long as I feel fabulous, I'm like, whatever.
I love this question so much because I'm like you. You know how songs can remind you of special time?
Yeah.
You can hear a song and go, oh yeah, I was in grade 8. I had a crush on somebody, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I do that with pieces of clothing. So yes.
So good.
So you've just reminded me, it was 1982. I got invited to Anthony Merlot's his 15th birthday party, which they had at their house. I was super excited. I got a dropped waist, cornflower blue, little number from Country Road. Just let's just say,
feeling yourself.
Oh, babe. Share another one. Share another fashion memory.
Okay, well then the following year, I know we had to go, there was the school discos. And again, I remember in fact, I have to dig up this photo because I have the photo. And I'm wearing pink, glitter, corduroy flares.
Oh, yum.
All of that in the one pant. And I must have had some kind of hat on and I had my makeup done and my hair done. Again, I just looked because I'm from a very small country town. Like in my class, in my grade, there was 20 kids. Like it's a small cane farming Italian community, very conservative. So for me to show up at a disco like this was just insane. But again, it just kind of kept building from there. I'd have these fashion moments. And they're all very sort of similar.
I would have wanted to be your best friend, I'm sure. So
100%, yeah.
I went to a girls' school here in Brisbane, so there was a lot of competitive
I bet.
keeping
I
up.
bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
you know, maybe your environment was a little bit healthier.
But yeah, maybe. I used to beg my mum to send me to boarding school in Brisbane. All I ever wanted to do, they had me enrolled because I lived on a cattle station. They did have me enrolled from grade 8. And fair enough, I get where my mum comes from now. It came to grade 8, and she was like, no, I don't want to send my baby off to school.
Yeah.
But it's funny you say that, the competitiveness. I think I look back now and am very glad I had the upbringing I had, because I got the best of both worlds. I had the country girl upbringing, and now I've got the city fashion life. So
yeah, and you were allowed to flourish without other people's opinions. I think
exactly.
I've got sons, but you know I've got 5 goddaughters.
Yeah, wow.
So, yeah, ranging from 25 to Layla's, I think 7. But I think for us females, it's so much harder to navigate through finding out who you are and feeling like comfortable and standing up and saying,
yes,
I want to wear red animal print.
Yeah, and so you should. And that's that's the thing. I like you, I do personal style sessions too. And I'm not sure, have you, my audience tends to be either new mums or mums returning to work or ladies who are kind of maybe finished their work and entering a new stage of life. But I did do a session with a teenage girl. How old would she have been? Maybe 14 or 15, not long ago. So that's not my usual client. And it was fascinating because her mindset as a 14-year-old girl was, I just want to blend in. I don't want to stand out. I don't want to look too trendy. This is what all the girls are wearing, so I just want to wear something similar. And it's just such a state. It made me really think about being that age too. And I, as I said to you, I was not that type of girl. I was always kind of happy to stand out and look a bit different. And that's to me is so important. I remember thinking, oh gosh, I really wish I could just shake her and say, who cares about, you should never dress for anyone else.
Yes.
You should only ever dress for yourself. If you feel happy, who the hell cares what everyone else thinks at the end of the day?
I almost want to say that again. That is the best.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is. And that's when I start my sessions, I say to women, you know, at the end of the day, I am a stylist and I've worked in the industry for a long time. And there might be things that I think look great on you, but if you're not feeling it, forget about it. Like,
yes, at
the end of the day, you should just dress to make yourself happy and not worry about what anyone else thinks. That's what fashion is about.
High five, girlfriend.
High five, girlfriend.
Ching. All right. Now, is there something on your fashion radar at the moment that you're like keeping an eye out for?
Yes. And I don't know how I can get this over the line during quarantine, but there is a pair of Camilla and Mark boots. They're like over the knee, super high heel with the toe. Have you seen them?
No, but I'm going to go online and have a look.
Oh, I think they're amazing.
Yeah.
They're amazing.
I haven't sourced which ones I want, but on my list for autumn winter 20 is a pair of long boots because I haven't had any for the last 2 seasons.
I haven't had any for a long time.
So I was looking today on Insta, it flashed up new season Veronica Main, and their model had like a slouch, really kind of relaxed 70s vibe. I love the 70s. So
gorge. Yeah, I'm feeling I love it layered with dresses, like peeking out underneath dresses or skirts. It doesn't have to be like the tight jean with boot look that everyone kind of goes to. I like it layered over under floaty pieces.
I would absolutely be doing the same thing because to me, I feel the whole skinny jean thing is a bit 2014.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Give me the loose layers.
Yeah.
Can be comfortable. Fashion can be comfortable. And to me, that's a comfort thing. But check these out because they are delicious. They are delicious.
I'm having a look. Now, have you got a styling tip you could share with the girls?
Yes, I have a couple. So you probably come across this too. I want everyone to tuck things in. Tuck your shirt in and show me your waist. I just like belts should be the top of the list accessory for women. Tuck it in. It is life changing.
Okay.
And you'll see the reaction of people when you tuck it in. They're like, oh my god! It's like it's this wow moment.
Okay, so I actually had a chat with Sarah Merritt yesterday,
Yeah.
doing one of these sessions, which I'm going to roll out next week. And she's a friend, so it's like, okay,
Yeah.
my very first one should be with somebody that I know really, really well.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
was hers. And we laughed because it's so true.
And it's so obvious and simple.
But I think when you, especially after you've had the whole baby thing, you go through however many months being pregnant, and you do get lost in the whole big shirting and fitted bottoms.
Yeah, it's
but
true.
It serves a purpose when you're pregnant, but then after, people just stay in it, that bubble.
Stuck in that little bubble. Yeah. It's something with women. Like when you ask women what's an area you're least confident about, most women say their tummy. Most women say their tummy. So I get why they're wanting to blouse it over. But the minute you tuck it in, show off that waist, and it doesn't have to be flush with your belly. You know, you can do the half tuck or flounce it out. It's just,
The sun has just gone behind a cloud and I'm in darkness. I'm just going to leave the wardrobe for 1 minute.
You've just switched off a lamp in your beautiful...
Oh, that's probably made a little bit of a difference. Now we're going to quickly do some speed questions, because I know I could probably talk to you all day, and I know 15 minutes is going to race. So, who are you wearing today?
I am wearing Sass & Bide, one of my favorite labels. It's on sale at the moment. It looks very like cocktail, but it's the most comfortable. It's just a jersey dress, a long jersey dress, Sass & Bide.
Yeah, super.
Love.
What are you listening to? Your podcast?
As in music? Okay, so I want to be a podcast girl. I do you know what? I did listen to one this morning. Oprah.
Okay.
All hail Oprah.
Love
Oprah.
Oprah. Yeah. I listen to her Soul Conversations most nights. Love it.
Love Oprah.
Are you reading anything?
Yes, I have 2 on the go. So one's kind of a self-help book. It's called The Sweet Spot by Christine Carter, and it's literally about finding that work-life you balance. I love it. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm loving it. And then I've also started 3 Women by Lisa. I'm just checking the book. Lisa Tadao. Today it's a popular bestseller at the moment. I'm not hooked yet, but I'm getting there.
Okay. And who inspires you?
Do you know, I've been asked this question before, and it always sort of seems to rotate between a few women, but it's always creative, successful women. So someone like Rachel Zoe has always inspired me, purely based on the fact that she's built such an empire as a stylist, which is really hard to do in a niche market. Like, how do you create that amount? I've recently stumbled across Kelly Wersler. She is my ultimate everything inspiration. She's an American interior designer doing really well in the creative field. I tend to be inspired by women in the creative industry who on a business level are doing really well. I love how they're able to turn their craft into a business. That fascinates me.
Got a beauty tip or a makeup tip?
I can't live without, I've told lots of people about this before, By Terry CC serum. So it's just like a tinted moisturizer. It is a life changer. You've got to have, you love it?
I mix a drop just in my foundation, because if I tan, girl. Yeah,
it is the best. I don't think I could ever go a day without that. And then in terms of like proper beauty, like skin looking healthy, water, I drink at least 3 liters of water a day. Drink your water.
See, I don't do that. You're good. And to finish up, because we're nearly on that 15 minutes, is there somebody you want to give a shout out to, whether it's a small business or a charity or
a person? There is a person. There is someone I've been following for years, and that's because she has been doing at-home workouts for years. Before coronavirus, she's got the most beautiful, positive, inspirational little channel, and I just think she deserves all the success in the world. I'm going to have to make sure I get her name right. Alicia Casagrande.
Okay.
I might have to text her her handle, and she just has the most beautiful little page on Instagram. She's a mum, she's a stylist as well, and a personal trainer and like a health coach. And whenever I'm having like a bad day, I visit her page and I'm